Hello again, Altaf Ahmed, freelance journalist and a war zone correspondent, joining me from the south of Lebanon. Altaf, welcome and thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Mahmoud. It's always a pleasure and honor.
Thank you so much. Altaf, in such regard, I want to ask you about the impact does cancel culture in Middle Eastern digital journalism have on changing the world's perception of certain aspects?
First of all, I think we should discuss how Middle Eastern audiences are consuming digital journalism. The consumption of digital media content in the region has seen quite a surge. And while this is a global movement or a global phenomenon, in the Middle East, it is for different reasons. The main reason why you find more peoples and audiences going towards digital journalism is because they are fed up with the mainstream media outlets in the region that are predominantly state funded. The people are more and more realizing that when a media outlet is funded by a government, it is trying to push the political agenda of that government. It is for this reason that you find that independent digital media outlets have found a very fertile ground in the Middle East. As a result, the cancel culture, which is often led by mainstream media, by cancel here, if we look at the definition, it is the tendency of individuals to partake in the canceling of a person or an entity culturally as a means of expressing disapproval. If we look at the impact of cancel culture in the region, since it is being led by mainstream media, it has not been very successful with the people of the region of the Middle East.
How do you see the public awareness in the Middle East area and in our region, like, to cancel culture, a public figure regarding his or her action?
It is very clear that people in the region are now more capable of identifying cases of when cancel culture is taking place, and they are now more open than ever to take action. Whether that action may be in support or to further take part in the cancellation. I'll give you an example. The Iraqi beauty mogul Huda Qattan, the owner of Huda Beauty, she was one of the first public figures, I think, who spoke very openly about the Palestinian cause, the need for ceasefire. She was immediately subject to a push to cancel her brand, to boycott her products, to call to just cancel her fully. We found that the people of the region who were aware of what's going on in Gaza, there was this mobilization to support Huda. Buy her brands to counter the boycotts. So they were working anti cancel culture. But at the same time, we saw that they were calling to cancel certain figures who were standing on the sidelines. For example, figures, artists, journalists, even who remain silent, or even more so, the journalists who were misreporting what is going on the ground. People were calling to cancel them.